beautiful people. Welcome to Star Victoria channel. My name is Chioma. If it's your first time on this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload new videos, you'll be notified. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by. Please like and share this video and don't forget to leave a comment. So today I'm going to show you how to draft an armhole princess dart pattern. So I'll be working with this basic bodice pattern, and if you want to know how to draft this very pattern, I'm going to be leaving a link at the description box. So I'm going to be showing you how to move this your bust dart to your armhole to create an armhole princess dart. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to mark out my under bust line, which is 15 inches. Remember that this is our chest line. That's where I mark out my round bust, and this is my bust point. So I'm going to be marking out my under bust length, which is 15 inches. Please, I would suggest that you go back and watch how to draft this very pattern. That's a basic bodice pattern. It will help you a lot. You won't be confused while watching this video. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my armhole and get the midpoint. So my armhole is 9 inches. So I'm going to get the midpoint, which is 4.5. I'll mark. So from this point, I'm going to be connecting to my nipple to nipple points on my bust point. So using my French curve, I'm going to connect this way. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. You see? Next, I'm going to be increasing my waist dart by 1 inch. While drafting this pattern, I use 1 inch for my dart, so I'm going to be increasing the dart by extra 1 inch. So since I have space here on my paper, I'm going to be marking out the 1 inch. Remember, this is my initial side, center side. So I'm going to be marking out the 1 inch dart here. So I'll connect to my chest line. So this is my new side line. So in total, our that allowance will be 2 inches. So this 1 inch, I'm going to be dividing the 1 inch among these dart legs. You see this dart leg? I'm going to be marking from this point. I'm going to be marking 0.5, which is here. I'll mark. This dart leg, I'm going to be marking 0.5 this way. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to tighten my under bust. My round and under bust is 32 inches divided by 4 will give me 8 inches. So I'm going to mark out 8 inches now. So I'm going to place my tape this way, and I will stop at this dart leg, this very dart leg. I'm going to stop here, and I will take my tape and move to the other side of the dart leg, continue my measurement, and I will mark my 8. So whatever that is left here, I'm going to measure and share among these darts legs. So what I have left is 1 3/4. So I'm going to share 1 3/4 on this side, these two sides. So what I'm going to do is to, okay, let me check again. 1 3/4. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is to mark 3/4 here, and I'll mark 1 inch here. On this side, I'm going to be marking 3/4 on this side, and I'm going to be marking 1 inch this side. I hope you understand what I'm saying. After measuring out my underbust, round underbust, what I have left is one. This is 1 3/4. Is 1 3/4. So what I did is to place 3/4 this side, and I mark 1 inch this side. So I'm going to be connecting this point to this point and this point to this point. So next, I'm going to use my French curve, connect this point to this nipple to nipple point, and also connect this one to the nipple to nipple point. So this is where I'm going to place my French curve, and I will mark. You see? And this way. I'm trying to get a perfect curve for our mark. Okay? You see? Now coming to the bust darts. How I achieve this bust dart is the difference between the front half length and the back half length. The front half length is 18 inches, while my back half length is 16 inches. You can see they are not equal. The front half length is longer than the back half length by 2 inches. So from this bust point, I came down by 2 inches. That's the difference between the front half length and the back half length. And I mark, then I connect to this my nipple to nipple points. You see, on the bust point. I hope you understand. So I'm going to be closing this dart, and I will transfer to this line. And for me to close the dart, I have to open this line up. You see this curve, I'm going to open it up, and I will stop at this nipple to nipple point. So I'm going to do that now. And this is it. You see? So next, I'm going to cut out this dart. And I'll cut this side out. You see? So looking at the line, you can see we have shortage here. So what I'm going to do is to extend this line to my chest line. But I have to use my sellotape and secure my darts, as in close the dart properly. So I'm going to use tape and close the dart properly. So I'm going to extend this line to the chest line. So whenever you encounter something like this, don't be scared. Just extend this your line back to your chest line, and you are fine. You see? So I'm going to be cutting out this excess. I don't need this part, so I'm going to cut out this part. You see? So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out this my dart. Now another thing I want to explain here is whatever that is left on this your underbust, you can as well share it into two. But I choose not to share mine into two. I only did mark out 3/4 here and I mark out 1 inch. But if you want to share your darts, whatever that is remaining into two, it's fine. So I'm going to cut out this part now. So here is our armhole pieces darts pattern. You see? So we'll go over to the back and I'll show you what to do at your center back. Okay, remember I did not add any seam allowance to this pattern. So when you are drafting yours, please remember to add 0.5 on your waist, sorry, on your shoulder, around your armhole, on the sides. You'll be adding like maybe 1.5 or 1 inch, depending on the one you are comfortable with. And for joining, 0.5 on this side, for joining to this side, and 0.5 to the side, to join to the side. And also around the waist, remember to add your 0.5. So I'm going to show you what to do next on your center back. So this is our center back. The first thing I'm going to do is to measure out to measure my armhole and get the midpoint. And this is it. Okay, my armhole is 9 inches. The midpoint is 4.5 inches. So this is 4.5 inches. So I'm going to mark. So with my French curve, I'll be connecting this point to this my dart point. Please, the curve at the back is not supposed to be deep. Remember, we don't have a bust at the back, so it's going to be a slight curve. So I'm going to connect now. See? So another thing I did off camera is to contour my back. Our back is not straight, it's kind of curved. So what I did on my zip allowance at the waist line, I came in by 0.5, I marked, then I connect to my chest line, then I join the 2 point and I cut off. So I'm going to be returning this 0.5 to my side. So I measure 0.5 here, mark, then I connect to this point, then that is it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to cut my princess dart now. And another thing I want to say, if you don't want to do a princess dart at your back, you can choose to leave your dart this way without this addition. So I'm going to be cutting my dart. I'm going to open my dart now and cut out and cut out. So this is it. You see? So I'm cutting this out. So, see? So this is it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.